Hello, guys. Happy Mindset Monday. I hope you got your waters. I am just getting home from my workout, so I got my post-workout protein shake. Today in our mindset chat, we are talking about not sacrificing your experience for your expectations. So I have a couple examples of this. So as many of you know, I love to hike and I love to just spend my day out in the mountains, grinding it up, getting up a mountain and just like enjoying my fruits of labor getting up there. But you know, over the many years that I've hiked, I've also had a lot of expectations of myself and expectations of experiences that I wanted to see a view. I wanted the weather to be a certain way. I wanted to feel a certain way when I got up there. I wanted to, have things just like, turn out the way that we wanted to. Everybody has experience or expectations going into things. And I've also had times where there's things that go wrong that inhibit my experience from being as perfect as I wanted it to. Maybe it rains, maybe it snows, maybe it's so cloudy at the top that you can't see anything, maybe you run out of food, maybe you're tired, maybe it's steeper than you thought it was or harder than you thought it was, and maybe it's that you have to turn around, or maybe you can't make it to the top. And I've had a lot of experiences like that where it's just like we just need to turn around because it's just it's just making the call to turn around because the experience of the hike was not what we wanted. It wasn't the expectation that we had. And maybe I expected myself to go up to the top of the mountain, and that's what I really hoped for, that's what I planned for, that's what I prepped for. But if I had to sacrifice my whole experience to meet that expectation, and try and push through the shit and the horrible feelings that I have and the hardship that I have to order to get there, then it's not really worth it. Okay, now that's just a hiking example. I remember one time I worked at a gym and we were promoting this challenge, and I was like, I'm just gonna do this challenge because it gives good promises of a lot of weight loss. And I was like, that's awesome. I have an expectation to like lose this weight, lose these inches, be a size whatever in my jeans. And so I followed this meal plan and I followed the program. So I trained 6 days a week and I followed a meal plan like to the T, where I was eating like multiple salads every day, chicken for lunch every single day, chicken and salad for lunch every day with no dressing, absolutely no sugar, processed food, no ice cream, no nothing, except for like one refeed day every 2 weeks or refeed meal every 2 weeks. And that was the experience getting to it. Now, my expectation coming out of it was that I was going to lose a whole bunch of weight and, get to this body where I feel super good and super confident and all of the things. But the experience to get there, let me tell you, was freaking horrible. It was awful. Imagine having somebody tell you what you have to eat for every single meal per day. You have to measure everything and weigh everything, and you can't veer off of it, and you can't have anything that's not on the approved list. And like my whole experience to get to the expectation was horrible. And I mean, in the moment, I was like, okay, like I'm losing weight. This is going good. And I'm like, this is, it's strict, but it's, what I wanted. And then now after, when I look back on that, I'm like, that was a horrible experience. Why did I put myself through that? I would never do that again. I would never put myself through that experience just for the expectation. And so this is my message for you, is I would love for you to bring some awareness as to what your expectation is for yourself in your journey, whether that's your training journey, your fitness journey, your nutrition journey, your body, your health, your mindset journey, whatever it is, whatever that expectation is for you. And I want you to think about what the experience is that you have to go through in order to get there. And I want you to think about if that's going to be worth it or not. Okay, and if that's going to be doable for you or not, because for most people, honestly, not doable, and it's just not something that's probably going to feel very enjoyable when you do it. Like if you're wanting to get super strong, are you able to train 6 or 7 days a week? Are you able to show up to the gym and spend that many hours in the gym? Or is that sacrificing other areas of your life? Is that sacrificing you spending time with your family or your friends or other people? Like, is the experience being sacrificed for your expectation? And that is something that I really want you to think about, and something I really would love for you to just bring some awareness to for yourself. And maybe this means you need to adjust your expectation or adjust your experience. And it's one of the two. It's one of the two, because it's pretty hard to have super high expectations without also having not the best experience when it comes to making changes in your life. Whereas if you have, moderate expectations, usually the experience can also match up with that and be moderate. But if your expectations of yourself are incredibly strict and incredibly difficult and incredibly different than what you do right now, then the chances of you enjoying that experience or getting things out of that experience is probably going to be pretty low. So our quote this week is, if your body feels like a nightmare to maintain, it is not your dream body. I always thought that quote was super, super powerful. If your dream body feels like a nightmare to maintain, it's not your dream body. How many of us have imagined our dream bodies in our mind and then thought about what lifestyle we would have to live to get there, and what sacrifices we'd have to make to get there, and what we would have to do and invest in and spend time doing and sacrifice all of these things in order to have that dream body? And when you think about it, I'm like, to me, that ain't worth it. To me, a dream body is one that I can be at peace with, and one that I can love, and one that I can nourish and take care of, and one that adds value to my life, and one that lets me run around my yard with my kid, and lets me hike up mountains, and lets me, carry heavy backpacks into the bush for multiple days on end. That's my dream body. My dream body is one that brings me a quality of life and is not just going to look a specific or certain way. Okay, so I would encourage you to just think about that, just mull it over. Okay, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I will chat to you soon. These freaking flies.